Hello and welcome. Today's video is about the 5 bloodiest battles in history. Number 5. Battle of Gettysburg, 1863. The day the tide of war turned in favor of the Union during the American Civil War, was also the day that saw the highest number of casualties in a single battle throughout the entire conflict. After a series of Confederate victories, General Lee led his troops north to invade Union territory. Fighting raged back and forth for 3 days before the Unionists emerged triumphant. It was believed that both sides sustained approximately 23,000 casualties, making it one of the worst battles in American history. Number 4. The Battle of Cannae, 216 BC. The Carthaginian general Hannibal, having marched his army across the Alps and defeated 2 Roman armies at Trebia and Lake Trasimene, sought to engage the Romans in a final decisive battle. The Romans concentrated their heavy infantry in the center, hoping to smash through the middle of the Carthaginian army. Hannibal, on the other hand, deployed his finest troops on the flanks of his army, anticipating the central Roman attack. As the Carthaginian center collapsed, the sides folded in on the Roman flanks. The casualties for the Carthaginians was 10,000 whilst the Romans lost 50,000, resulting in a major victory for Carthage. Number 3. First day of the Somme. 1st of July, 1916. The bloodiest day in the history of the British Army was suffered during the initial stages of a battle that would last for several months, result in over 1 million dead, and leave the tactical situation largely unchanged. The plan was for an artillery barrage to pound the German defences to an extent that the attacking British and French could just walk in and occupy the opposing trenches. The bombardment did not have the devastating effect expected. As soon as the soldiers emerged from the trenches, German machine gun positions opened up, causing devastation amongst the British forces. The Germans lost 8,000 soldiers, whilst the British lost approximately 60,000. Number 2. The Battle of Leipzig, 1813. The Battle of Leipzig represents the most decisive defeat suffered by Napoleon, and the largest battle fought on European soil prior to the outbreak of World War I. Facing attacks from all directions, the French army performed remarkably well, holding attackers at bay for more than 9 hours before being overwhelmed by sheer weight of numbers. With defeat imminent, Napoleon began an orderly withdrawal across the single bridge still standing. The bridge was blown too early, stranding 20,000 French soldiers, many of whom would drown whilst attempting to cross the river, leaving 30,000 French and 56,000 Allied troops dead. The defeat opened the door for an Allied advance into France itself. Number 1. The Battle of Stalingrad, 1942 to 1943. As the German army advanced, they found themselves caught up in brutal house-to-house fighting with the Soviets. Although they were in control of more than 90% of the city, the Wehrmacht could not extricate the remaining stubborn Soviet soldiers. The weather began to turn bitterly cold, and in November 1942 the Red Army launched a 2-pronged attack on the German 6th Army in Stalingrad. The flanks collapsed and the 6th Army was surrounded, both by the Red Army and the crippling Russian winter. Starvation, cold, and sporadic Soviet attacks began to take their toll, ultimately leading to a Soviet victory. By the end of the battle the Germans had lost 841,000, whilst the Russians had lost nearly 2 million, making this battle, in my opinion, the most bloodiest in history. Thank you for watching The Humble Historian. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more interesting content. Thanks.